Welcome. Hi, I'm Lori McNeill, founding director of the Civic Hacker Network and Space Apps Ambassador. And this is my Space Apps story. There you are. It's just a few hours into the hackathon. Your team has landed on an incredible idea for solving one of the challenges. Everyone is excited to move forward with prototyping and building. But there's a problem. You realize that you have no ideas and no plan for how you'll use NASA's open data in your project. The team very much wants to advance to global judging, but in order for that to happen, at a minimum, you must clearly show how the data resources provided with the challenge were used in your project. So, what can you do? How about this solution? Move forward anyway and figure it out at the last minute. Joking. I'm obviously joking. That is not something I recommend. Since you're probably watching this prior to the start of your hackathon efforts, my first recommendation is don't let this happen to your team. Make sure you have a look at the resources provided and have them in mind during the ideation phase of creating your project. Now, I've witnessed firsthand that once ideas get flowing, things can kind of drift away from the challenge data. It happens. And so I'm quickly going to tell you about 3 great resources that will help you along if you find yourselves struggling to center the appropriate data in your projects. Check out previous Space Apps projects. You can go to the challenge website for previous years and take a look at examples of how successful projects used the data and how they communicated that to the judges. We also have the Resource Telescope. One of the NASA Datanauts and fellow Space Apps ambassador, Alex Belloni, created this awesome tool to help you find great examples from prior years that are relevant to what project you're working on. Absolutely look into relevant published scientific literature. Check out the citations. There, you can see what data someone else has used to work on a problem in your subject area. And last but not least, ask the experts. There are Space Apps ambassadors and experts from NASA and some of our partner space agencies who are ready and available to answer questions about the challenges and data in the challenge chat channels. So definitely take advantage of having access to this additional help. We've got you. You've got this. Good luck, and we'll see you at Space Apps.